Practical tips for gaining divine grace. These are extracts from talks with Ramana Maharshi. What is divine grace and how to gain it? A conversation. An American engineer asked, "Does distance have any effect upon grace?" Maharshi. Time and space are within us. You're always in yourself. How do time and space affect it? Visitor. In radio, those who are nearer hear sooner. You are Hindu, we are American. Does this make any difference in grace? Maharshi. No. Another conversation. Visitor. What is Guru's grace? How does it work? Maharshi. Guru is the self. Visitor. How does it lead to realization? Maharshi. Ishvaro Gururatmeti. God is the same as Guru and the self. A person begins with dissatisfaction. Not content with the world, he seeks satisfaction of desires by prayers to God. His mind is purified. He longs to know God more than to satisfy his carnal desires. Then God's grace begins to manifest. God takes the form of a guru and appears to the devotee. He teaches him the truth, purifies the mind by his teachings and contact. The mind gains strength and is able to turn inward. With meditation, it is purified yet further and eventually remains still without the least ripple. That stillness is the self. The Guru is both exterior and interior. From the exterior, he gives a push to the mind to turn inward. From the interior, he pulls the mind towards the self and helps the mind to achieve quietness. That is grace. Therefore, there is no difference between God, Guru, and the self. Another conversation. A physics lecturer asked, "Contemplation is possible only with control of mind, and control can be accomplished only by contemplation. Is this not a vicious circle?" Maharshi. Yes, they are interdependent. They must go on side by side. Practice and dispassion bring about the result gradually. Dispassion is practiced to check the mind from being projected outward. Practice is to keep it turned inward. There is a struggle between control and contemplation. It is going on constantly within. Contemplation will in due course be successful. Visitor. How to begin? Your grace is needed for it. Maharshi. Grace is always there. Then Maharishi quoted, "Dispassion cannot be acquired, nor realization of the truth, nor inherence in the self, in the absence of Guru's grace." The master then continued, "Practice is necessary. It is like training a roguish bull confined to his stall by tempting him with luscious grass and preventing him from straying." Then the master read out a stanza from Tiruvachakam, which is talking to the mind, saying, "O humming bee, why do you take the pains of collecting tiny specks of honey from innumerable flowers? There is one from whom you can have the whole storehouse of honey by simply thinking or seeing or speaking of him. Get within and hum to him." Another conversation. Mrs. Pigott asked, "Is a master necessary for realization?" Maharshi, realization of the self is the result of the master's grace more than teachings, lectures, meditation, and so on. They are only secondary aids, whereas the master's grace is the primary and the essential cause. Another conversation. Maharshi, karma, actions done unselfishly, purifies the mind and helps to fix it in meditation. Visitor, what if one meditates incessantly without karma, actions? Maharshi, try and see. The vasanas, mental tendencies, will not let you do it. Dhyana, meditation, comes only step by step with the gradual weakening of the vasanas, the mental tendencies, by the grace of the Master.